Have you ever wanted to greet someone in Spanish, but you weren't sure if saying hola was enough? Or maybe you said adiós, but you heard that others said nos vemos, ciao, and you got confused? Don't worry, today we'll learn how to greet and say goodbye in Spanish like a real native speaker. Are you ready? ¡Vamos! Imagine you are greeting a Spanish speaker. What will you say? Hola is the most common way to say hello in Spanish. Hola, hola. The good thing about hola is that you can use it with friends or even in a job interview. But let's see more informal greetings. If you are with your friends, family, or close people, in those cases you could say Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? This means how are you? Or you could say ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? This is like what's up? Or you could say buenas. Buenas. This is like what's up? And remember this last one because we're going to transform it into a formal greeting. Remember this, they'll help you through all your Spanish journey. In Spanish, accent marks rule. Wherever there's a mark, that's where the stress goes. For example, ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? And what do you answer if someone asks you ¿Qué tal? Or ¿Cómo estás? The most common and polite answer is Bien, ¿y tú? It means good, and you? Now you repeat after me. I'll ask and you respond, okay? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú? Bien. Very good, you just learned the most basic Spanish greeting. Now imagine that you are in an office or greeting an older person. In those cases, you want to sound more formal, right? You could say, Buenos días. Buenos días. Good morning. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. And good night. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Do you know when to use each one? You have no idea? You think so? Yes, but you can't explain it right now? At different times of the day. Yes, at different times of the day. Morning, afternoon, and night. Buenos días is used from sunrise until noon. Buenas tardes is used from noon until sunset. And buenas noches is used after sunset. As a greeting is good evening. As a farewell or before sleeping, it's good night. Okay, and if you want to ask, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? In a formal way, you can say, ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Did you notice the difference between ¿Cómo estás? Y ¿Cómo está? The difference is the grammatical person. ¿Cómo estás? Is conjugated with tú, used with friends and informal situations, while ¿Cómo está? Is conjugated with usted, used in more formal situations. So you ask ¿Cómo estás? With friends and ¿Cómo está? With older people or when showing respect. Watch out with this. Here in Germany, a girl greeted me in Spanish with un gusto conocerle. I replied, but then I explained that people your age, informal greetings are much more natural. Here's the thing, when you are talking in Spanish, maybe you could think that if you sound formal, you will be polite, but that's not always true. If you are too formal, you could sound like odd, weird, or even funny. So you have to know which greeting use in every situation. So when you meet someone for the first time, you can say mucho gusto, mucho gusto. This is nice to meet you, is both formal and informal. It's neutral. Encantado, encantada, encantado, encantada. This is pleased to meet you. And if you are a man, use encantado. And if you are a woman, use encantada. Un gusto conocerte. This is nice to meet you, but is informal. Un gusto conocerte. The key is to observe. If you're with an older person or in a professional context, use the formal tone. If it is a child, a friend, a casual situation, use the informal tone. Okay, now you repeat after me. Mucho gusto. Encantado, encantada. Un gusto conocerte. Bien. And to finish, when we want to leave, we have to use the right tone, right? There's some informal goodbyes, despedidas informales, like chao, chao. This is bye. Nos vemos, nos vemos. See ya. Cuídate, cuídate. Take care. And the formal goodbyes, despedidas formales, we have adiós, adiós. This is goodbye. Hasta pronto, hasta pronto. This is see you soon. And que tenga un buen día, que tenga un buen día. Have a nice day in a formal way. And how would you wish a friend a good day? If you say que tenga un buen día in the formal way, how will you say it in an informal way? Good. The phrase is que tengas un buen día. Tengas comes from the verb tener and is conjugated with tú. Let's practice a little bit. I'll give you 3 real situations and you choose the goodbye that fits best. Terminas una reunión formal con tu jefe. You finish a formal meeting with your boss. Perfecto in a professional context, que tenga un buen día is formal and polite. Te despides de un amigo para cerrar la conversación. You say goodbye to a friend to end the conversation. Exactly. Nos vemos is very natural among friends. Te despides de tu hermano al salir de casa. You say goodbye to your brother when leaving the house. Sí, chao is very common among family and close people. Very good. Muy bien. You just learned how to greet, introduce yourself for the first time, and say goodbye in Spanish, both formal and informal. So if you like this class, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to keep learning Spanish with me. Nos vemos!